Shabbos Kodesh. Let's do it. So let's fire it up. Look, Kavod Shabbos Kodesh. Hope everyone's doing well. Bari, let's get right into it. Let's get right into it. 6:38. Let's do it. We're flexible. So it's Fil Bashim Kosher for Pesach. Reuven ben Yosef Azar Barakabas Yehudi Zuna Bas Basa Shir Bas Basa Sanai Reuven ben Mani Tanya Bat Hoda Margalit and all of Am Yisrael. Let love. What's up, Mia? Let love and harmony reign among us constantly until we all become unified and inspire one another. Let us remind each other to turn to you sincerely. May we break all of our bad traits and desires and acquire good qualities by doing what is right in your eyes all the days of our lives. If any Jew has a deficiency of any kind, whether through neglecting some good trait or failing to work on a bad one, let a friend point it out to him and give him encouragement so as to enable him to fix everything in his life. Fil B'Shem Kol Yisrael. Chavra, we are in the book of advice from Rabbi Nachman, and there's this beautiful teaching on truth and faith. And he says like this: controversy and divisiveness can cause even God-fearing people to start having doubts about their beliefs. The solution is to be silent and to leave the battle to God. We always have a ratzon. I don't know about you guys. Let's say we're in an argument. Someone was talking to me today about like an argument. He has like this friend specifically where he argues about the presence of God in this world and if God exists. And we have those friends, we have those conversations, and like the need to win. We always feel like we need to win. So I read this beautiful teaching today that's from Rabbi Nachman's student, Rav Nassan, his main disciple. And he says in his book, Likutei Halachot, like this. It's mamash beg, everything is going to connect b'siyata d'shmaya. He says, if it's possible for a person to speak with his friend in truth and simplicity, without false sense of triumph, without the inner desire to win, the mind words need to be heard and they need to hold weight, and they whether they're the best for him or not the best for him, they need to be right. To steer his friend to the truth, to return him to proper path, how fortunate and sweet would that be if we genuinely just wanted people to come closer to themselves and life in HaKadosh Baruch Hu. How beautiful would it be? Simple words, sweet words, putting an arm around someone, saying, brother, I love you. But if you cannot, if that person needs to feel like he needs to win, and he needs to be 15-0 like Floyd Mayweather, nevertheless, he doesn't hate him. To the contrary, he still loves him as well, for he makes an effort to find even some good points in that person, in order for him to be able to get along and love himself with him. And this is what is the main sustenance of the world. For there has to be triumphs and differences of opinion, because no people in the world are alike, but there has to be some sort of coalition and a balanced goodness in order to not give power, God forbid, to the one with an evil eye, who brings us to forgetting the ultimate goal, God forbid. So even if we're not agreeing with everything, there's still emes to it. Because at the end of the day, we're one neshama, we're one body, we're the Jewish people. We're brothers and sisters at the end of the day. And even if that person in the words, the simplistic words, and the good intentions are not resonating with that person, we could still find those good points. The person's a Jew, the person's sweet, the person's trying to listen, trying to hear, trying to understand, asking questions, all these things, which are beautiful things in their emes. But there's one practical advice here. One more practical advice that will bring it home. Rav Itchemeyer says in this chapter of Ahava that there's a level of Ava that's not dependent on something. Meaning to say that we're all one body, we're all one neshama. And just like what I'm experiencing now, Chevra, I'm about to play basketball. My hamstring is so weak. My hamstring is so weak, mamish. I feel like the second I run a suicide, like boom, it's done. I'm out for like 6 weeks. I don't know. We'll see. But I still love my body. I still love my hamstring, right? It's still attached to me. I love it. Come on. Even when it's weak, even when it's hurting, I still love it. So same too with our fellow Jew. When the fellow Jew is hurting in front of our eyes, when we see the pain, when we see the confusion, when we see that they feel like they need to win, we're not even the ones who want to win, but they feel like they need to win. We still love them. They're like our weak hamstring. The Gevalt, they're a part of us. They're a part of us. So B'siyata D'Shmaya, we should be zocha to love every single aver, every single bone of our body, every single Jew with unconditional love, unconditional ava that's not dependent on anything. And we'll leave the battle, we'll leave the machloket up to God. Up to God, like Rabbi Nachman says, leave it up to God. Right? Because once we start getting in yanim of like right and wrong, it just diminishes our doubt. It diminishes our belief. Right? It increases our doubt. Questions, comments, please feel free. Sorry if it was a lot of reading, but just like fun sources. Fun sources. I don't know. It's all about sources, right?
It was a blast.
It was a blast. It was mamish a blast. Mamish a blast. Just the weak hamstring. That's what it is.
All about your weak hamstring.
All about the weak hamstring.
Good luck in your basketball game.
Biruchenzo, you have anything to share or just smiles, which is good too?
Smiles. I'll send a voice note after. I don't trust my service to say anything good.
Good, Tov. And Chevra, just remember it's I don't know, 140 something until Hanukkah, something like that. 140 something days.
137, 38.
Oh yes, actually yes, because I have 150 days until I finish the army, and I finish the army right after Hanukkah.
Wow!
Yay!
All right, let's do it.
So less than 150 days.
We're yearning together. Come on, unreal. Okay, guys, unreal is real. All right, be well.